Hello and welcome to today's video where we're going to cover the top bot laner prospects in the 4 major regions. You'll notice that there's only one Western player on here. There were a couple players in EU that I had close to being on the list, Takeset being one who I have had on my lists in the past in videos like this, as well as Funky. I don't know how old Funky is, so because of that, he's been around since 2019, 2018 on Wikipedia, so I don't know how old he is. If he's under 21, that's a player to watch, 21 or younger, but if he's older, not including him in this video. So these are just a few of the players, or several of the players that I think are outstanding. A few of them have been on my videos in the past, and they're just kind of, biding their time in Academy. So yeah, let's look at them. Rahel with D+, he's been excellent. Academy system. If you haven't watched my previous videos on top, mid, and jungle, their depth chart is absolutely disgusting. And Rahel is definitely LCK worthy. He should have frankly been up before Pays. Not to say Pays hasn't looked great, because he has, but Rahel has been dominant at the challenger level for even longer. 74 games, 5 KDA, 10.6 CS per minute, 69.1 KP. I mean, 24.9 gold shares. The only player on the list with under 25% of the team's gold. That's because D+ Kia had an all-star roster in Challenger. 630 damage per minute. That's 28.5% of the share. On average, up 25 gold, 7 CS, 120 XP at 15 minutes, so getting ahead of his opponents. Had different supports with Bible. I don't know if Kellen ended up playing any. I think he did, actually. So he had Bible, Kellen, and Thumb play alongside him. 7 solo kills, 9 champions played. He's only 19 years old. He should be in the LCK. The fact that he's not is crazy. The fact that nobody has tried to buy him out is crazy. He's an excellent player. Now, somebody that I'm really shocked has not been imported out to ERLs yet. ERLs, PCS, LPL, LCS, LEC is Vital from Nongshim. He's 21 years old, and he has actually imported out twice. Once, I think he started his career in Oceania, but then was loaned out by Nongshim 2 years ago to play with Sengoku Gaming in Japan, and was excellent there at a very young age, and he's still only 21 years old. Dominated the CK level as Jiwoo surpassed him on the depth chart. 51 games played, 5.3 KDA, 10.7 CS per minute, 67 KP. I mean, the guy gets a lot of resources. 25.1 gold share, 666 damage per minute, which is over 30% of that team's damage. So a lot of people giving credit to other players on that team, but Vital was vital to their success. Oh, a pun. 175 gold, 3 CS, 290 XP up, 4 solo kills, 9 champions played. I really am shocked he is not getting an opportunity somewhere. He is the type of player that I would expect to get a shot. Now we have a couple really young players that have just been excellent. Diable for Live Sandbox 2 months ago, not even. So these stats, a lot of them are at 15 years old against players like Vital or Rahel. Vital's 6 years older than him, 5 years older than him. Like, that's a massive difference in development. I think that's the thing, like, people don't understand. Like we talked about with Karzi yesterday. These young players are still developing, getting experience, stage games, because no matter how many solo queue games you play, solo queue can only help you so much. Pro play is a different animal. So Diable playing these stage games, he had 44 games, 3.2 KDA, 10.5 CS per minute, 72.2 KP, 26% of the team's gold, 680 damage per minute, which was 33% of that team's damage. He was the carry for Live Sandbox. And what's more shocking is at 15 minutes, he's actually behind 45 gold, up 1 CS, down 20 XP, which means it was not laning that got him the lead. Sandbox fed him all the gold in the mid to late game, and he dealt the damage accordingly. Did the team win more games than it lost? No. The team had a losing record. 16 years old, though. 7 solo kills, only 6 champions played. And this goes back to what I've said when I talked about Dove. A player plays a shit ton of champions, but doesn't play them well enough to warrant playing all these champions. Young player, doesn't have a champion ocean yet, and clearly has a handful of champions, 6 champions, that he can play at a very high level. At the level that he's playing at, like the tier and the skill he has, he is one of those top 80 carry prospects alongside Smash, who I felt the same way about last year, and he still continues to impress. I mean, Smash, 17 years old, 40 games played, 3.4 KDA, 10.5 CS per minute, 68.9 KP. And believe me, I think people aren't really thinking about the reckless factor when it comes to Smash's development. But regardless, 68.9 KP, 25.6 gold share, 570 damage per minute, 27.7 damage share. So a little more of that T1. I mean, Guma not dealing a ton of damage this summer, right? He was not the carry compared to Zeus. And I think that happened with their academy team. Now, Reckless should be able to help Smash develop farther because, of course, you have some of that development, internal scrims and things like that, but I doubt the teams are with each other all the time. I mean, I don't know, but I'm going to doubt it. So having a player like Reckless, if he can communicate with Smash, may help Smash develop. Kind of like Berserker and how Sven helped him. Down 95 gold, 1 CS, 55 XP. That's not to say Bout was not good. I think Bout is actually an LCK level support in the limited time we saw him a couple of years ago on Hanwha Life. But alongside Smash, Smash needs more help with an 80 carry. Alongside him, 2 solo kills and 14 champions played. So he plays a ton of champions, does well mechanically on them. That's another player to watch. Guma, like, long-term it is Smash who's going to be in that bot lane. Guma's still young, but Smash is even younger and therefore cheaper. Some LPL 80 carries. So I didn't include Wings from RNG or Jingyi from FPX. Both of them just barely missed. So Starry, 19 years old from Oh My Dream, aka OMG's LDL team. A player that I've had on the list before. I think both of my videos. He should be playing in the LPL, frankly. 82 games, 4.6 KDA, 10.5 CS per minute, 73.2 KP. So they fought around him 3 out of every 4 kills. 26 gold share, 603 damage per minute, and 8 champions played. We don't have the in-depth stats from the LDL, but he is an excellent player. Kepler, 21 years old, from JDG. So Kepler has played a few splits in the LPL. Talking about this development thing. He's only 21, and a lot of people want to condemn him for his performances prior to that, and it's like he was a kid in what you'd consider bad situations. I'm surprised ThunderTalk moved on from him. I thought ThunderTalk should have kept him. Now they replaced him with Wanfeng. Wanfeng is better than Kepler, but now Wanfeng, I even read, might be rumored to transition to support, which I think is absolutely insane. The guy is a top, I would say, 1080 carry in the world. But regardless, Kepler, outstanding player, should be in the LPL. The fact that he's stuck in a contract prison that he chose to go in is wild. And another thing, I don't understand why Western teams do not try to import from China more. I don't know why it's a thing, why it doesn't happen. I understand like culture and things like that or language, but we see Korean imports figure it out all the time. Why not try and bring a player like Kepler over? But 64 games played, 3.8 KDA, 10.4 CS per minute, 70.7 KP. 25.5 gold share, and 686 damage per minute. So a lot of damage out of Kepler. He's an excellent player. He has some experience already. Has went back down to the development league and still impressed. 13 champions played in those 64 games as well. Ming Shan from LGD. I'm going to call him Ming for now. Ming Shan is... Just ignore that for a second. So Ming Shan from LGD. Don't know how old he is. I saw he might be going to support as well, but his 80 carry stats from summer were good. 37 games, 2.9 KDA, so did die a lot, but mechanically, 10.4 CS per minute, 69.4 KP, 25.7 gold share, 645 damage per minute, and 11 champions played. I think he's good. LGD doesn't have a lot of things going for themselves, so the fact that he did good is something that they should probably cherish and not try to ruin, but we'll see what happens. And then lastly, we have Calist. He is definitely at this tier of 80 carry. He is alongside Diablite and Smash. These numbers are outstanding. And I understand Carmine Corp and things like that. Like, that team was excellent. He's only 17 years old, though. And he was given the ball, and he ran with it. And he is, I believe, unable. The reason why they signed Upset was because the LEC said you can't have players under 18 on your team, probably due to sponsorship. There's rumors that maybe they'll have a sponsor that causes them not to be able to have minors on teams. But this kid is excellent. 45 games, 5 KDA, 9.8 CS per minute. Would you like that to be a little higher? Sure, but I mean, development, 73.9 KP, 26.5 gold share. I mean, 26.5% of that team's gold. 861 damage per minute, 32.7 damage share. There is only one other player that I can think of that is almost as young as he is that puts up numbers like this, and he plays in Brazil. If you know that that player, you'll know who I'm talking about. 755 gold, 8 CS, 560 XP up, 17 solo kills. That sort of aggression. Now, don't get me wrong, you clean up sometimes. Oh, we killed this player that was running away and the assist ran out, this or that. But you're looking at this list here. 2, 7, 4, 7. The guy had 17, so he had even more, even if you take those out. Like, very aggressive. 14 champions played. He is I'm not going to say world class. He hasn't played an international event. He is LEC level. And I honestly believe, just in that meta that we saw in summer and EU Masters and all that jazz, he is at a level that would be competitive with these guys. I really do think so. When you deal that kind of damage with that kind of aggression and that confidence, like, that is something that you can't really teach. You can build somebody up, I guess, into being that confident, but there are some players you see that don't have that. And the only other player I can think of, I can think of two, actually. They're both minor region players, and you know who they are if you follow my content. And the fact that both of them are not in major regions right now is absolutely insanity. Just absolutely insanity. I don't know what GMs are doing, but man, they are completely just, they could not pick a player to build around, to hype up, to build their region up, to have somebody to just have their region just, oh my God, it's just completely insanity why these GMs don't do that. Like, there's no reason why they can't. Monetarily speaking, you should be able to do it. They're in minor regions for a reason. But regardless, almost got tilted there. I actually did get a little tilted. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube supporter. And hope to see you again tomorrow.